Okay, we're going to be rebuilding this caliper. This caliper keeps on seizing up on this truck, and I actually have all the parts to rebuild it, so I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild it. So I thought I'd take you through the process. So I'll go ahead and get this taken off, and then I'll bring you back whenever we've got it on the bench here. I also got new lines to replace on it too. I got new pins, I got new bleeders. I pretty much have everything here needed to do this. So all right. Okay, you can see we have the caliper off, we have the caliper bracket off, and here's all the hardware. We're not going to be reusing this hardware because the kit comes with new, and these new pins, or these pins we're going to throw away and put all new in. So we'll clean these holes up. And you can see there's a bushing off the top of that pin that's missing. You can see the bracket's pretty scaled up. So we'll go ahead and push these pistons out. We got to drill out the bleeder valve because it's there's nothing left to the head of it, so hopefully we can get that out with no problem. Okay, over here we have all the new bushings, the bleeder valves, new pistons, new piston seals. Then we have the dust covers that go in. And here's all the new pins. That's why I said earlier we're not going to use some of that hardware over there because there's no reason to. So we're going to try to get the caliper bracket all cleaned up, make sure the holes are good. What we'll probably do is bead blast everything, or to get everything nice and clean, but we'll have to draw out some stuff and still clean up some stuff. So let me show you as much as I can. Okay, the easiest way to push these pistons out of here is to apply air into it and push them out, but you got to be extremely careful because these pistons can come out. If you have anything in here, as in body part wise, fingers or hand or whatever, that piston's coming out pretty fast, so it could hurt you. So please be careful with that. I like to stuff a rag in here, then add pressure to it, and you'll hear it. Did I turn the air on? Alright, this one's not going to come out. It's all gone out before. Okay, I thought I didn't have the air pressure on, but what happened was I keep forgetting that they don't just pop right out real fast. So one of them did come out. So I need to get this one out. So what I do, since it's a dual piston caliper, is I just put another clamp on this side just to hold it there, because we already know that one will come out. So then I'll stuff another rag in here and apply air pressure, and I don't know if I can get it to where you can see it or not, but I thought it would come out faster than that. This must be my problem cylinder. And I am pushing 120 pounds of pressure into it, so it's a decent amount of pressure. Okay, I finally got the other piston out. It was a little bit more of a pain than I thought it would be. I already pried the dust covers out. Now there's O-rings, or the piston seals in here. Those need to come out. This one's damaged. I think this is the problem that I was having in this caliper, as this piston here and stuff was seizing up on me. So now that everything's out, I think what we'll do is go ahead and get everything cleaned up and bead blasted and everything. Then we'll start putting it back together. Okay. Okay, so we got the parts all cleaned up here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get this set up in the mill, and we're going to go ahead and drill this guy out, and hopefully we can get the threads out of it. I'll try to use a left-hand drill if I have the right size here. If not, we'll just drill it until the threads, we can maybe try to curl them out. So let's get this set up, and okay, I have everything over here in the mill, and it actually turned out pretty nice. There's some spots on this that were, I'm assuming, casted to be flat. So it actually set up really nice in the vise without me having to make some weird jig to get it mounted in here. So what I did is I found a drill bit that was sized for the bleeder valve, the hole that's in the bleeder valve, and I put that in the mill here, in the chuck, and I moved my X and Y until I got it to where it's pretty close. That way you're not drilling it off or whatever. And this is usually close enough for trying to extract something like this. So I zeroed out my digital readout now that we know that we're pretty much on zero. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and see if I have a left-hand drill bit and see if we can get this guy to turn out for us. Alright, let's see if maybe we can get this guy to turn out. We'll put a little bit of lube on there. No, it's not going to turn out. I was hoping it would. Whoop. Oh. So she's not going to turn out. So we'll just keep stepping the drill bit up until we get her out. Okay, so I got the drill bit out for the correct size tap, which is M10 1.5. So it's supposed to be an 8.8 millimeter. So an 8.8 millimeter, if I look on my other chart, closest to it is letter S drill. So that's the drill I have in here. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, I see. The bottom is spinning down in there from this part looks like it's spinning down inside here. And looks like part of the threads are going to come out. Or no, that is the tip. All right. So sometimes you can grab, there's a curl down in here. Sometimes you can grab it. Okay. It's not coming out the way I want. But it is starting to come. Oop, there's a couple more curls. It looks like I got most of it out of there. So I may go ahead and get a tap. Yeah, I think I got most of it out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and get a tap and see if we can chase the threads here. Okay, so I got a tap. I was just going to see if it would hand thread in a little bit, which it felt like it did. Yeah, right there. So let's see. So yeah, I must have gotten a curl out because it went in no problem. So, perfect. Let's see if, let's get a new one out here. See how well it threads in. And it threads in perfect. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get this hole cleaned up now since we got it open. And then we'll start putting the caliper back together. Okay, we're ready to reassemble. We got the O-rings ready. I'm just getting a little bit of grease here on my fingers. And lube these guys up before you put them in. There's one. And you can see there's both of them. And you do the same thing with the pistons. Put a little bit of lube on them guys too. You just kind of wiggle them back and forth, and boom, they slide right in. Alright, then the dust covers, kind of work them in around, and I'm going to use screwdriver or pick you can use, work it down. And you can feel it when it pops down in, just like it did right there. And the same thing with this one. And we'll push the pistons out again just to verify that they did seat down in properly. But a little bit of tapping around there, and those seals will be in. Here's a shot how I pressed in the dust covers. The advantages of having your own tools is I spun that out on a lathe real quick. And boom. And there she is. And I already did the other side, so we're pretty much ready to, I'm going to throw a coat of paint on it I think before we put it back together, but it's pretty much ready to go. Okay, I'm just putting all the parts together here. You know, these are all the rubbers. Sometimes they're a little bit of a pain. Okay, and this guy goes on the end, and that should fit in these holes. Fits a little snug. So these pins are already pre-lubed. You just put the boots on, kind of just slide them in until they cup over, and then they're ready to install. Now I will take and put some anti-seize on these, but otherwise we're pretty much ready. The caliper's still dry in paint, but we'll be back.